How you guys doing today? Is Lamore. Welcome to the chat. I messed up. How you guys doing today? Is Lamore. Welcome to my channel. Today I have a new video for you guys and ladies. Today I want to show you fragrances, well, specifically niche fragrances that changed my life. When it comes to fragrances, it's definitely a game changer depending on what fragrance that you buy or bought, or in fragrances that you know played a specific part. Whether it's the first date, you went on a date with someone and you wore a fragrance and you remember that scent as that fragrance that got you that girl, or a woman that got you that guy, whatever the case may be. Or it could be the job interview that you went on, you wore a fragrance. Those things correlate with special times. And when it comes to me and the fragrances I'm picking today, it definitely changed my life in different ways. Whether it was the first scent I ever wore from the brand, or it was a special time in my life. So today I want to show you how fragrance really change your life, depending on the scent that you buy. So really pick a fragrance, upon that. Like, say if you're going on a date, and it's the first time you're going to meet someone, really take your time and pick a fragrance that's going to be good. Think about that. Think about how the person's going to perceive you, how you're going to feel that day. A fragrance that's going to make you feel confidence. Really take the time to think about that. That's why I make these videos. When you're going on an interview and you want to wear a specific fragrance, take the time to really pick those, because it's very remarkable how a fragrance could really change your life, or played a part in changing your life. So today I'm going to show you 4 niche fragrances that changed my life. All right, so let's get it started. So the first scent that I'm going to go with today is Kaylin from Parfums de Marly. I'm going to feature my Parfums de Marly. Actually, this is the first fragrance I ever got from Parfums de Marly. Now, I was selling Parfums de Marly at the time, and there was a contest going on, and I didn't have much fragrances to choose from, and this one was not one of my favorites. I loved Percival at the time, didn't have as much. I loved Leighton at the time, and this was the only fragrance that they had to offer me, and I got this one. And boy, 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 I was so happy when after I got it and I started wearing it. Kaylin is amazing, amazing scent. It has blood orange in there, has saffron, lavender, it has sandalwood in there. This scent right here is super amazing, has changed my life and changed my life when it comes to niche fragrances and appreciating Parfums de Marly. Because initially, when it comes to fragrance houses, you go to a fragrance house, right? And you love 1 or 2 scents, but you don't really dive in too much to all the fragrances. This fragrance right here introduced me to really diving in and giving the whole house a chance. If you do a love a fragrance house, like whether it's MFK, Byredo, Amouage, Le Labo, really explore the house. Usually perfumers work on multiple scents in the house, or you may love that specific ingredients, because a lot of people don't notice a fragrance house always have that same molecule in there. So say Byredo or Le Labo, you always notice that it almost smells the same. All the fragrance has that molecule in there, and that's that molecule that they patent for the fragrance house. So that's how you can differ or differentiate the different houses. Like, say, oh, this is Le Labo, this is MFK, because that molecule that they have in there. So this right here really was a game changer for me with picking fragrances, because I really got to expand in the house and really know which fragrance I like, and really be open-minded when it comes to fragrances. So Kaylin was a game changer for me when it comes to picking niche fragrances. All right, so that's my first choice, Kaylin from uh, Parfums de Marly. Now my second choice. Now this bottle right here is sprayed up. This one was actually a gift for me. This is when I first got into niche fragrances. I think this was back in 2015, I believe I had this bottle, 2016. I had this bottle for so long, and it's still not even sprayed out. I actually save it because I don't want to spray it out, because it means so much to me. This was the first MFK fragrance I ever got, and this is Amherst Homme Eau de Toilette. Like, I didn't even know there was a difference between Eau de Toilette and Eau de Parfum. I always thought like fragrance was fragrance, and this was back then. I could be honest with you and tell you, it's almost going to be 10 years now, and I can honestly tell you, when I first got into fragrance, I did not know the difference between the two, as most people do. So when I first got this one, she was asking me which one I wanted, and I was like, all right, I want this big bottle right here. I didn't even know it was a eau de toilette. And this fragrance right here is so amazing. I do have the X-Straight version, but this one is just as good. It has the mandarin in there, of course, has the vanilla, the sandalwood, or the cedarwood. This scent right here is amazing. Now, the difference between the eau de toilette and the eau de parfum, the eau de toilette is meant to be sprayed throughout the whole body. You're meant to appreciate this fragrance all around the skin. You're meant to reapply it. That's why the bottle is so big, and the eau de parfums are usually smaller, because the eau de toilette is meant to be sprayed all over the body. You could spray it on your clothes, you could spray it on your arms, legs, wherever you want to. It's meant to be refreshing. So say like sometimes when you go like in a bathroom, you see fragrances in there, usually eau de toilettes, because they're meant to be reapplied. You're not supposed to spray on an eau de toilette one time and then expect it to last all day. It's gonna dry down, it's gonna go away, but that's what's the intention of it. It's meant to be like a pick me up, like that pick me up coffee in the middle of the day. That's the eau de toilette. So you could definitely appreciate it, because sometimes when it comes to eau de parfums, it has oils in it and it could damage your clothes, and sometimes my clothes are more important than my fragrance. I know I love my fragrance, but there's certain shirts I'm not going to spray fragrance on because I don't want it to damage it, depending on the color of it and the fabric. So eau de toilette is a definitely a choice you can go with when it comes to picking a fragrance that you want to spray in the whole body, or if you don't like heavy fragrances as well, you could definitely go with Amorous Homme. There's an Amorous Femme as well, and it's an amazing scent. It still lasts. I wear it to bed all the time, but I'm going to probably hold on to this bottle a little bit longer. So as you can see, it's almost done, but still holding on to it. So Amorous Homme is my second choice as that fragrance that changed my life. Now, my third choice is going to be HALAN from Parfums and Marley. Now, this is when I started to actually work for Parfums and Marley, and I got this fragrance right here. And it's a game changer, because initially, when this fragrance came out, it came out in the summertime, like a summertime. And I was like, when I sprayed it on and they gave it to us, to smell and to see if we want it or not, if we want to buy it. And it smelled wintry to me. When I smelled it, I smelled the pine, I smelled the oud in there, the saffron, and I was like, wow, I don't know if I can wear this fragrance in the summertime. This is kind of weird to me. But then I was like, let me try it. And it hit. And, this fragrance right here really taught me that you don't have to pick and choose when you wear fragrance and which season. Yes, it is true. You shouldn't wear certain fragrances in the summer, and you shouldn't wear certain fragrances in the winter. But at the end of the day, it's yours. You bought it, you love it. Wear what fragrance you want to wear. What makes you happy. That's what it's all about. It's about you loving it, you feeling confident. It's about the person. The fragrance is just an object. It is amazing, but it's about you and how it makes you feel. So this fragrance right here, HALAN, let me know that you can wear a fragrance whenever you want, depending on how you wear it, how much you apply it, and what notes are in there. The scent right here has the bergamot in there, the pine in there, and you can smell pine in the summertime and it'll be fine. This fragrance right here hits. I wear it all year round. It's amazing. Yes, I do wear it a bit more in the winter because it reminds me of Christmas time and the pine and the Christmas trees. But during the summer, right now, as it's going to be, I'm going to definitely wear the fragrance and get the compliments, and it's going to hit. And I can be out all day long and know that the fragrance is not going to go away, because the oud is going to dry down amazingly and last all day long. So HALAN is my third choice as that fragrance that changed my life. All right. Now, my fourth and last choice is going to be AVENTUS from Creed. Now, this fragrance right here is definitely a game changer for my life, because this was one of the first niche fragrance I ever got. I actually traded a few things. I'm not going to say what I traded, but I traded some things that were valuable as well. Nothing too crazy, nothing like crazy, but I traded some things, I'll honestly say. And I got this bottle, not this bottle specifically, but a bottle of AVENTUS, because I always say this story where I was on the train and I sprayed this fragrance on. I was leaving for the day, and a young lady kept on coming closer and closer to me because of this scent. And I was like, you know what? I'm copping this. So a young lady I knew had this fragrance, and then I was like, hey, I have this. Do you want this? And then we end up trading. And I was so happy. I actually sprayed like one spray a day. I was savoring it. This was like the top tier fragrance at the time. It still is, but this was around, I believe, 2017, 2018. I got into this fragrance right here, and I loved it to death, and I still do. It just holds a special place in my heart when it comes to niche fragrances. And I think it's that boss scent. It's that scent that it's like getting your first Rolex or your first luxury watch or your first luxury piece of clothing. It's something that's like, yo, this brought me into the game. And this is that fragrance for me. It brought me into the niche game, and I never left. So definitely thank Creed for all the wonderful times, the wonderful dates. I actually wore this when I first met my wife as well. So it's very special scent to me. So Aventus is my fourth choice as a scent that really changed my life. Now, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Which fragrance that you wear that changed your life. Really look back and look at the fragrance and how it really, progressed through your life, how you change your mind when it comes according to fragrances, and what fragrance did it for you that made you change your mind. It's really important to look at these things, and not just buy fragrance just because other people have it, or just because, I saw it in a review. Really see why you love it, and really pick a fragrance because of that. And give this video a thumbs up if I helped you, and subscribe for more. All right, peace.